Hello everyone and welcome back to Death Stranding 2 on the beach. In the last session we fought Higgs, well, we fought a creature that Higgs summoned after meeting up with him again for the first time this game, and then we spent like a couple of hours rebuilding a huge chunk of the road network. We have now fully repaired everything all the way from the city, all the way around here. Some of this bit was already built, and then all the way up here and right up to here. And unfortunately, the amount required for the last two here are just absolutely astronomical. So we haven't done those last two, but we've got this one like halfway done. Oh my god, you can see what they need just by hovering over them? I didn't even realize that. Well, now I know. 1,500 and 3,000 more needed there, and then 4.5 and 5 required there, and it's just like, man, that is so much. But anyway, today we will be doing main story, but just before we do main story, we do have a thingy to do over here. So, how do I... Yeah, I chart course, and then I do this. There we go. Let's go and see what we can discover outside at the plate gate, and we'll deliver that, and then it's main story time, baby. Gonna main story it up. Okay, mystery cargo. Bonk, 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 bonk.
You've recovered everything then. Great. Let's get it delivered.
Absolutely. Delivery is going to here. Good stuff, good stuff. Can just ride up those sandbags, it turns out? Sure. Why not?
Good to see you again.
I know, mate, I know.
I certainly can't find anything to complain about. Thanks.
Yeah, I feel like that's a lot less likes than we would have got if we'd have done it normally. I think the Magellan debuff that you get for teleporting around with the cargo, I think that debuff is pretty strong. It feels like. I feel like that would have been like a 500 like thing if I hadn't done that. I don't know.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Thanks so much for stopping by. You take care of yourself now.
I always do.
Order completed. Well done.
The story so far. Open the ring terminal, select Corpus to read the story so far. Yeah. A mysterious man in a red mask. Who could it be? Taunting him by saying you don't know a goddamn thing about Lou. Who on earth could the mysterious man in the red mask be? Also, restore the monorail and deliver special alloys. Have we restored the monorail? Is this the next mission? To resolve this issue, you have been asked to restore the mine north of the city and its monorail station. Then use the monorail to transport material. I don't think we have been asked this yet. I'm pretty sure the game is telling us this before it has actually happened. Huh. We did do those. Alright, so... Oh, you've got an order. Deliver tar obsidian made in Mexico. What? Oh, to the lone commander? Well, I sure wish we had a fully made road for that. I'm not going to do this right now. I promised main story. It will be main story. I think we have to go back to the boat to grab the main story mission. Whoa! Does it need a repair? No. Alright. Boom. Story time.
So you know, Sam, Fragile is currently looking into Lou. Meanwhile, Tarman is conducting a separate investigation into the giant mech that attacked you earlier. For now, we would like you to focus on extending the network. That is a task only you can handle. As the network grows in size, we will have much more information at our disposal to further our efforts. That said, you won't be able to proceed until the situation at West Fort Knott has been resolved. It appears that they're in dire need of additional supplies.
I did kind of just take a lot of their supplies to build roads.
Prepare cargo for your next destination. This next order is intended to alleviate the situation. You're to restore the mine north of F1 and its monorail station to working order and link up West Fort Knott. After which, you'll deliver a large quantity of excavated materials from the mine to the settlement by rail. As this is a somewhat complicated order, I'll brief you on the details as you review the map. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you could make this main order your top priority.
Will do. Yoink. Yoink.
All right, Sam. You'll need to work through several steps to complete this order. To begin with, collect the cache of materials waiting for you on the DHV Magellan. Take these to the mine north of F1. The location has been marked for you on your map. And when you arrive there, submit the materials using the terminal on site. This will allow you to restore the facility to working order. Next, access the terminal again to commence mining operations. If all goes well, a large quantity of materials should be extracted. You'll then need to deliver those materials to West Fort Knott. Consider making use of the monorail located at the mine to make life easier. Upon your arrival at F1, use the delivery terminal to submit all the materials for processing and to finally complete the order. That's all there is to it. So begin plotting your route to the mine north of F1.
Okie doke. So, we can travel alongside the monorail along this bit. But no matter how you slice it, we're going to have to get around the lake. Okay, so let's just say that is our starting point. Then we go to like there, and then we'll have to go like there. But even then, like we've got a couple of rivers we have to get across, no matter what. Basically, it seems like. So best case scenario. I mean, this is all deep. I guess it's going to look something like that.
Delivery route finalized.
Unless we can somehow make use of the monorail ourselves, but I don't know. Or unless there's like secret little bridges already built that link up this bit or something, but it doesn't seem like it.
On this occasion, you'll be delivering some heavy materials.
I see that.
You can use a tri-cruiser to transport them. Alternatively, floating carriers can now be fabricated. These carriers are ideal for taking heavy cargo across terrain ill-suited to vehicles. If that sounds good to you, try fabricating one and loading the materials onto it. And when you're not using the carrier for cargo, you can hop aboard and kick the ground and use it as a makeshift skateboard. Just remember that floating carriers require chiral crystals to function, so keep a supply on hand.
Uh-huh. Got room on the tri-cruiser. We got room on the tri-cruiser for that as well? No, that one needs to go in the backpack. Okay. What's new here? The sniper rifle upgrade that we got last time. Uh-huh. It doesn't seem like this is going to be a fighting mission. It seems like this is a delivery focused mission, so we're probably all good with what we've got. I would like to think. I want to get the second sharing boost next. That's another 60. Can I find 30 anywhere? Is there 30 anywhere that I can get rid of? Aim assistance. I didn't feel the aim assist was really working on that last fight particularly. Instant cargo binding would be really nice, because when we were getting knocked over by that big boss enemy, it was dropping them all individually, obviously. It would be very nice if we could just press it once and pick it all back up. For sure, that would be nice. I would get rid of the extended light window if that would get us to that one, but it doesn't, because it's only 20. We can't get rid of any that are linked to it. Yeah, I guess we just got to deal with it for now. Oh well. Alright. Okay, we really probably don't need all the... Well, we've only got 2 assault rifles. Which, saying that out loud, sounds very dumb. Oh, well, we've only got 2 assault rifles and a sniper rifle and a handgun and grenades and I'm pretty sure this isn't even a fighting mission, but I always want to have a bunch of stuff on hand just in case. Oh my god, it's Saul Goodman.
Sam, there's another porter here. Since you brought this site onto the chiral network, perhaps they thought they could make use of the additional data to make a safe run.
Nice.
To go and say hello?
Sure. Porters are freelance couriers. They do not steal cargo or engage in reckless or harmful behavior. Be nice when you encounter them on the road. Hello. Thank you.
Thank you kindly.
What the fuck? What did I click? I don't know what I clicked to get into photo mode.
Thanks for the help. This one's for you. Thanks for the help.
Nice. That giant octopus was weird. I recovered the wreckage of the mech that Higgs summoned and shared the data with Drawbridge. It's really weird. It's like it's not a machine at all. The tech it's using is totally new to me. What the hell is it? Looks like it's got tar inside. Is that what powers it? How is it controlled? So many mysteries. He's hoping our combined efforts can unravel him. Okay, well, Higgs can clearly, like, fully control tar now. He was just literally teleporting whole groups of people and objects in and out of it. So I guess he just builds, like, a bunch of tubes put together and then runs tar through them, and then he can control the tar, which, because it's encased in the tubes, moves the tubes, I suppose. Is that how that works? Take my upvotes. Lovely. Local porters. Thanks, Sam. Massive help for us. We're so grateful. Was that it? Nothing below that? No. Make use of the road we built. This must be new territory. Feels very good to be able to make use of a thing we spent time and effort to get going. Do enjoy that a lot. Now, wait, did I need to actually... Did I need to go down there? No, I just need to go straight up here. So I can just turn right here. This is the end point. We don't need to actually do anything here before we go to the mine. So just take a sharp right here, and then head out into uncharted territory. After a good few parts in the same sort of areas, it is now time to move on to pastures new. I'm excited for it. I'm a little bit nervous for it. Let's see how it goes. Separated from 400 metals? Where did I leave 400 metals? No, that's so many. Oh, hello. I see another building point over there. Interesting. Can that connect up? If I look directly at it, does that appear on the map at all? Doesn't look like it. I don't think it's that generator, is it? I think it's something... I think it's a road we can build, it looks like. Either a road or a connection to this or something. There's... Oh no, that's not. That's a generator.
Feels good.
Right. I wonder how they decide, like, a road you restored was used by someone else. Because, like, obviously I have been the final piece of the puzzle in restoring a whole bunch of these roads, but so have, I'm sure, tons of other people in tons of other individual games. So I wonder how the system chooses, like... Uh-oh. Gatequake. I wonder how the system chooses, like, this one was the one that you restored. Okay. Jesus, that's a fucking big quake.
Gatequake detected. Intensity. G-scale. 6.
It's interesting they're keeping the numbers fairly low, even for what seems like, you know, really big ones like that. So I'm curious if they're going to do something like where, you know, all throughout the game we get like between, you know, 1 to 10 or whatever, and then like near the end of the game they're going to be like, Gatequake detected. 100 intensity or whatever. It'll be interesting if that is the plan. Okay, so this is cool. We got someone's built a bridge for us here. I'm just curious. Is this a road or is this a monorail that this is building? Is there a way to check at the terminal? The requirements for this are tiny compared to the others.
Okay.
We don't have the stuff for it, but we can do that. It says road. It is for a road, okay. Interesting, interesting. I wonder if that links up with the other one at all, or... Okay, 400 metal, 520 ceramics, is that? Yeah. 400 and 520. Well, we'll see if we can get anything out from the mine. I don't know if the mine would have all that stuff. I want to rebuild the world. Thank you, person. Appreciate it. Okay, now we've got another river here which does not have a pre-built bridge. However, seems pretty easy going. Seems like we can probably just boost through here. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Not an issue. Whole lot of this gold stuff, huh?
That's the place, huh?
Tyrillium, or whatever the name was. Actual fuckloads of it, in fact. Is it worth grabbing it all? Feels like it probably is, right? Like... Are these things angry with me? Hey, cargo assigned to another porter. Nice. Very nice. People helping out. We love to see it. Okay, we got most of this gold stuff now, I think. Oh look, you can keep building the monorail that way. Interesting, interesting. Okay. You can probably call that good. Oh, hang on, hang on. There's a few more in a little group right here. I'd be silly not to pick this up. I'd be silly not to pick it all up. Okay, there we go. I think we're good. I think we're good.
Almost there.
Aside from this. Link this bitch up. If I can stand in front of the terminal, there we go. Restore mining facility. What did it need? It needed all of this, did it? Yeah. Huge.
Well done, Sam. I've never seen a working monorail before. Think of all the stuff it could carry. All right then, why don't we extract some materials?
Indeed. Mine, use the monorail. Hop aboard yourself? Fuck yeah. Okay, so that's how you do it. You can ride them, but you have to go from a mine. You can't just, like, yeet yourself up to them from below. So it's not as useful. How do you upgrade it? 1,280 resins, 1,440 alloys for increased yield and durability. What does the mine even give? Oh, fuck. Okay, it wants 2,000 Kyro crystals. Well, good thing I've got a lot of them, I guess. It gives special alloys. Sure. Big.
Very good, Sam. Now all you have to do is load the extracted materials onto the monorail for transport. Let's begin by accessing that delivery terminal.
Transport cargo. Select destination. There is only the 2 currently. Confirm. Load cargo. No, not that one. That's interesting that you can put everything on your back on there as well. Huh. And that is a max container. Boom. Load the vehicle on as well, because then we're going to get on ourselves. Tick. Alright. Let's fucking go. Very cool. I'd be so scared of hitting my head. Like, we're traveling... Oh my god, we're traveling so close to that. I like the zoomed out view. You can jump down? Wouldn't that, like, kill you? The drop? Because the zoomed out view is definitely the best, but, like, Jesus fuck, he comes so close to getting whacked by that. It's kind of crazy. It'd be nice if it was a bit faster. Like, it's fast, obviously, but it's not, like, giga fast. It's not as fast as the zip lines from the first game, where you would fucking rocket across locations using those zip lines. That was so peak. I really hope we get the zip lines again in this game, because I loved building my zip line network, man. Absolutely loved building that network. Peak.
Cargo transported by the monorail has been placed in your private locker. The cargo can be delivered via the terminal.
Deliver and report. Hell yeah.
Did you actually manage to restore the monorail? Awesome! With it back up and running, you'll be able to transport materials from the mines. Right. Sorry. Let's take a look at these materials you brought.
Clap.
Would you look at all this? I think it's safe to say we'll have nothing to worry about for a while.
pickup off-roader. Highly customizable battery-powered truck that can carry large amounts of cargo. You know what? This would have been really useful to have for the fucking back and forth trips we were just doing. Literally last part. To fucking build the roads. But if we'd had this, we could have potentially just loaded it up and with everything in one go and wouldn't have needed to back and forth so much. Son of a bitch. I was actually one mission away from getting something that would have been very helpful. Oh, you hate to see it. You fucking hate to see it. Wow, that was the most pitiful increase.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Big up servicemanship. Hello, what do we got? Carrier handling boost. Boosts the floating carrier's maneuverability when ridden. Wonderful. Can't wait to literally never do that.
Oh, here's a little something extra as thanks. I got them just for you. Figured they'd suit your style. They sure weren't easy to come by. A real collector's item, I hear.
Lol. Gear data Pinot 01. Sunglasses released as part of the Gentle Monster 2024 collection. They are notable for their balanced structure, square shape, and simple black frame. The temples are adorned with iconic metal detailing. Iconic. Sure. Fitted with special lenses that block direct and reflected sunlight.
We really appreciate your help. At the risk of stating the obvious, it's going to take an awful lot of resources to restore the other roads and monorails to working order. But, at least with this monorail operational, you can bring us large shipments of materials with relatively minimal effort.
Yeah, unfortunately not the materials I need to bring roads.
Getting other sections up
to build
and running
roads.
Again. We can fabricate pickup off-roaders now, by the way. I'm pretty fond of them myself.
Are there other monorail lines?
Sure. The monorail network was extensive and once stretched across a good chunk of Australia's coastline. But repeated exposure to timefall has seen it degrade significantly. And with the constant threat of BTs and armed groups, it's not been possible to repair the damage. If you happen to come across a track layer, be sure to feed it any materials you can spare. Even a small contribution will make a difference. Anyway, just something to think about.
A pickup off-roader?
Ah, it's a large four-wheel drive vehicle. Boasts significant cargo carrying capacity for the hard-working porter. The driver's seat is in an elevated position and exposed by design. This allows the driver to survey their surroundings more easily and engage enemies with small arms if necessary. You can customize it quite a bit too. Attach all kinds of different parts as you like. That said, a lot of parts are still in development, but you'll receive their data as soon as it's ready. The schematics for this vehicle have already been shared with everyone on the chiral network, which means that we can look forward to other people drafting even more new parts.
Alright, be seeing you.
We're so grateful for the assistance, Sam. You've been a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
You are my sunshine,
You managed
my
to save the
only
day, Sam.
sunshine.
The people here now have more than enough supplies for their needs. They should be able to prepare cargo for the next delivery too. But first, I have some information to share with you. About Lou.
Oh yeah?
Return to the DHV Magellan so we can talk.
It's important enough we gotta talk about it in person, okay.
Order completed.
Okay.
Well done. Feels good.
Wait, I don't need to drive all the way back to them. I can make them come to me, can't I? Yeah. Fucking get your ass over here. Get your ass over here. The monorail's back in business. My dreams come true. We can use the monorail to transport huge quantities of cargo materials, even vehicles. This is just the first step, though. If we keep restoring this continent's transport network, people and goods will soon be zipping around just like they used to. Contribute necessary materials. Once you've restored a section of track, you can use it as a zip line. Zipping around is a good way to transport the materials to track layers down the line. Also a good way of getting around when you're making regular deliveries, so be sure to try it out. Monorail can be used to transport raw materials from the mine right. That's going to make restoring the road a whole lot easier. Nice. It's almost like the Stranding never happened. I don't know about that one, Chief. Boom. Big 800. Okay, let's yap.